day to you. So we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So when you come on, please tell me hello. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me where you're from. So today we're going to make an arrangement in one of my favorite containers using my favorite color. So I am so excited. We're going to use this milk glass container to make a pretty arrangement using some lemons. So I have Owen here with me and Miss Victoria, and so they are going to help me by reading all the comments for all of the platforms, because that's certainly something that I cannot do and design at the same time. So if you have questions, please ask, and they will read the questions to me, and I'll try to answer any questions you might have. We're seeing people come on. Are we good? People are coming on. It is just a milk glass container. I think I picked it up from a thrift store. It's been quite a while back. I love milk glass and I love to collect it, and I love the fact that everything looks so pretty in this pretty white container. Is a block of fresh floral foam. It's actually from the name brand. Anytime you hear me call it fresh floral foam and not Oasis is only because it's not Oasis brand. Oasis is a brand of fresh floral foam, and so that's the reason I don't call it Oasis, because it's not that brand. I took my floral knife and I cut the block in half. Now this soaked in water. Whenever using fresh floral foam, always make sure it's well soaked. So I am going to take some waterproof tape, and I am going to tape my foam into place.
You have lots of hellos.
Hello everybody. Hello, hello.
On YouTube, Jessica says, hello, I love compote arrangements.
They are my
Can't wait
favorite.
to see
Yay, I'm so glad. So I'm going to take and use my tape, and I'm kind of crisscrossing across the top. Just like this, just to keep my arrangement in place. Always remember, if you're ever going to transport an arrangement, now if you're doing this at home, you're making it on the table where it's going to stay. You don't have to worry about your going to be in place where you're working. That is fine. Anytime you're going to deliver an arrangement, you're always going to want to tape it into place. Just make sure your mechanics are well put together. So I just used a little bit of waterproof tape. Next we're going to, so I have variegated pittosporum that I'm going to use.
Lart, Wendy, Kirsten, and Apple User all followed us on TikTok.
Hello guys, thank you for the follow.
On Facebook, I'm shoe shopping, but stop to see what you're making.
Hello friend, so glad you're here. All right, so I'm just taking around in this container. We got in some of the most wonderful ranunculus today, and so that's what this entire arrangement. And I did not go out and look at the box to see the name of these ranunculus, but they are fabulous.
David Sharp says, hey y'all, one more, then I am done. Love your videos.
We sure will, David. We sure will. We lift you up in prayers.
Miss Brandy followed us, thank you. And Miss Susie asked, what is that greenery again?
So this is called variegated pittosporum, and it grows like a shrub. We actually can grow it. Sister Robbie had some in her yard, and I used to go and steal it, but it died. It didn't. I think that, and then this pretty variegated.
Fiery Ginger and Miss Melissa both followed us, and Diamond, who was in our last live, is back. Hello, Diamond.
Hello, Diamond. Welcome. So glad you're. Well, Melissa, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us. Okay, so there's our pittosporum. I just kind of put greenery all the way around. I'm going to set that to the side just in case I need it. Okay, I have some of the prettiest flowers, y'all, just because they're just so pretty. And then here are the ranunculus, and I'll post them. But look at these ranunculus. They're kind of two-toned, green and yellow. They are so pretty. So these are the flowers that really made me think I wanted to do this particular arrangement. We've got bright yellow Gerbera. I've got some white Alstroemeria lilies. Some pretty white
Thank you.
Hello, welcome. Scabiosa flowers. Not sure. We've got some yellow roses that are really blown open, but I thought they would be fabulous in this arrangement. Some yellow spray. Solidago, because every arrangement needs a Solidago in my opinion.
Both Kendall Page and Miss Marie followed us.
Thanks, guys. Then I've got lemons. We're going to do some pretty lemons in our arrangement. So I have some fresh lemons.
Allison says she loves the new background and the ranunculus.
Thank you. We just thought it's nice to have a new change, right?
Miss Brittany with
Hello, Brittany. Glad you're here.
and Miss Joanne also followed us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start out with our mini green. The foliage on. Now, let me say this. If you're working with hydrangeas and you are working them to last longer, always pull the foliage off. And the reason you pull the foliage off is strictly because the flowers stem and it hits that head. What they're having to do when you leave all the foliage on is the head. And so if you want a direct line to the flower itself, the foliage. But the foliage is so pretty, so I'm leaving some on.
Miss Lorianne says you have beautiful flowers.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much.
Susan followed us, and she also said, "This is my first time watching you, retired florist owner."
Oh, so glad you're here, Susan. Thank you for watching.
Alma Hooper says, my lucky day caught you live. You look so pretty in that white shirt. Looking forward to what you have for us to enjoy today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, friend.
Corny Man says, how long have you been arranging flowers?
I have been working in the floral industry. We were actually just adding that up. Did I say 28 years?
Miss Toddy followed us. Thank you.
Thank you for the follows, guys.
On YouTube, Miss Janice Sloan says, love from Kentucky. I'm in bed resting, having a bit of a setback today, so more prayers are appreciated.
I'm
love
so
and blessings
sorry,
on
Miss
you all.
Janice. I'm so sorry. Okay, I just tucked those green hydrangeas in, just kind of deep. Just tucked those in. Next, we're going to come in with a little bit of our white Alstros. So I'm going to find the ones that have the most open blooms.
Miss Debbie followed us. Thank you, Miss Debbie.
Gosh, lots of follows over on TikTok. Thank you, guys.
Saska Atkinson says hello. She's writing from Leamington Spa, Warwickshire, UK. I wonder how many people in the UK are watching you live as it's just gone 10 p.m.
Oh, wow. It's late over there, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Owen.
Miss
I'm
Karina
sorry.
says, can you say hello to her?
Hello, Karina. Hello, hello. Which camera is that? I'm not sure.
TikTok,
Over here, TikTok. Hello, Karina. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so Alstroemeria lilies are very long-lasting blooms. So if ever you're looking for flowers that last a really long time, Alstros are your go-to. They come in tons of colors, tons and tons, like pinks and reds and yellows, almost all the colors you can think of. Alstros come in, and they're just really hardy flowers.
Miss Susan says she loves that your wet foam is above the container. So many do not do that.
I like it to peek over just a little bit, and there are times when it peeks over a lot. But I like that because then everything's not too flat.
I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
The Lyrical Lily has one about flower crowns. She has to do one for Thursday and wants to know if you wrap the bundles on with wire or floral tape.
I use wire, the lightest gauge wire you can possibly find. And I gather it depends on really what you're making it with. But I have done tons of videos on it. We'll have to go back. I'll try to tag you in one of the videos, but I just use a really, really light gauge wire and lay my foliage. I start out with a wire that's been taped and lay my flowers or my foliage on, and then just wrap it with that wire and lay it on, and then add more wire as I need to.
Miss Natalie and Miss Sherry both followed us, and Miss Lorian, yes, thank you all for leaving likes. It absolutely helps share the video.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, and over on Facebook and YouTube, if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or a heart. It just helps people to see us.
Miss Lenise Carter has a question about the background. She
Yes.
wants to know if it is a shower curtain. She's seen some really neat shower curtains used in the outside to camouflage a storage shed, like a stone wall.
So it's actually a backdrop for photographs. We ordered it on Amazon, and this one's a big one. It was 8 feet by 8 feet, Victoria? It was pretty big, because when we do YouTube videos, we have to do long videos versus up and down. And so we get the 8 feet. So these are roses, and they're pretty blown. So this is not an arrangement that I would necessarily sell, because these are really soft roses, but I thought they would be absolutely beautiful tucked down in this arrangement. So I cut them short, and I'm just going to tuck them deep.
Miss Alex asks, are those ranunculus with the greens? Are those ranunculuses with the green center?
Yes, they are. And I'll have to, we may have to run outside and get that variety real quick, because they are amazing.
Gray says, I love your flowers. I have a metal frog that I use for my flower riches. He says beautiful and wants to know what you're making. And Wayne Winiger wants to know what is the inspiration for the arrangement.
So the inspiration are these ranunculus, and we will have to, Victoria, will you run outside and look at that, look at the variety. This is our inspiration, these fantastic ranunculus. Victoria's running to look at the variety. These are so amazing, and so that was my whole theme behind this arrangement. So I wanted to tell you, anytime you are working with roses or you're going to purchase roses, to pick out the hardiest rose, what you're going to do is you're going to take that rose and you're going to pinch it right down here at the base. Now this is a soft rose, so what that means is this rose will not last much longer. Anytime you're purchasing roses though, you're going to check them here. If they are firm, this is very marshmallow state. You know how marshmallows feels when you kind of pinch it? That's exactly the state that this rose is in. So do not buy this rose. Say you're at the local store, grocery store, or any florist, and you walk in and you want to purchase roses. Don't purchase them in marshmallow state. Purchase them really firm and tight. For petals that don't look pretty, pop those off.
Miss
Hello, Shelly. Welcome.
Garza followed us. Miss Brittany followed us, and Diamond, thank you so much for sharing.
Wonderful follows. Thanks, guys.
And Miss Darlene also followed us. Diamond says she doesn't likes everything to be the same.
You like everything to be the same. Oh, I don't like everything random. But I'm happy to do everything the
Susan says, where are you shooting from?
So flower shop. We have like a little studio here in our flower shop where we do where we film all of our videos. So this is videos. Did you figure out what's the name of them?
Called Cloney Mare. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go back. Cloney Marlino or something.
Okay,
like that.
I will pull it though. Is what she said. I'll pull it and I will post the name of this body. But oh y'all, they are so beautiful.
Miss Susan, we are in Starkville, Mississippi. And Miss Anna says you have pretty earrings.
Why, thank you. Miss Janice Back Salon sent me these earrings. She's one of our Facebook followers. Sent these earrings to me.
And thank you so much for following, Miss Sarah.
Okay, so I've taken my roses and I've just tucked them in. And again, this is a just for fun arrangement. Most of the time, if I'm going to use roses, I'm even going to wire them. But this is a just for fun. Those roses are not going to last very long. I just wanted to make a beautiful mixed arrangement, and I thought they would be pretty in there.
Miss Shelley Easley says she's getting mentally prepared for jawbone surgery in the morning.
Oh, we will certainly lift you up, Shelley.
Miss Susan says she is from Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, hello, friend. We're neighbors.
Miss Peggy just baked a lemon cake yesterday. She says it would be nice to put a nice yellow floral centerpiece to complete the picture, and God bless you.
Oh, it so would. You'll have to share this with a picture of your lemon cake.
Elegancia Flores, thank you so much.
This is Solidago Aster. So Solidago is one of my long lasting, and it's yellow. I happen to be a yellow girl, but we use Solidago, gosh, we use a case a week just about. We buy most of our flowers today came from.
Miss Julie wants to know if this arrangement is going
A new flower arrangement, so this would be perfect at our house. Okay, so this is just very compact and very very simple, compact of life. We're going to add the ranunculus kind of coming out so that it's not so perfect. So I am actually going to add a little piece of wire to them.
Miss Rachel says she has a question for us. She says she has to make 52 different bouquets, I believe, for a quinceañera.
Ooh, fantastic, Rachel.
She says, how does she approach it? She's not buying the flowers. They just want to put them. They just want her to put them together. Maybe for advice on pricing as well as the arrangements.
Okay, so they're going to provide you with the containers.
The flowers.
Are they gonna? I wonder if they'll provide the containers also. And the question is, do they want them all to look just exactly alike? Like, are we gonna do cookie cutters? If so, how? Look at that Gerbera. So how I would go about making those arrangements. Table up where you're able to maybe do 10 at a time, and do one flower, one flower, one flower, and kind of come all the way through with all 10 arrangements. As for pricing it, send me a message over on Facebook, and I can do more of a personal and kind of discuss it with you there, conversation.
Jane Lewis on YouTube asked,
I don't really, now these flowers are not grown by me, if that's the question. Just in case, these are all purchased flowers. All of these flowers come from at home. I grow most of my home flowers just for my own personal enjoyment. I grow most of them in pots. Now I do have a flower bed that looks pretty, that I have planted some flowers in, but most of my flowers that are at home I grow in pots. Okay, so I stacked those two Gerberas, and next we're going to come in with a few of our ranunculus.
Miss Cassidy, exclusive balloon and butterfly
Skies.
And so did Miss Brittany. Thank you, Miss Brittany. What is the Facebook?
It's Flowers by the Bunch. So all of our platforms, everything's going to be Flowers by the Bunch on every platform. And we on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram.
And Miss Rachel, you can also DM us here on TikTok, and we can send you the link to our Facebook if you have trouble finding it.
And I think over on Instagram we're Mississippi, Flowers by the Bunch, Mississippi. Does that sound right?
Flowers by the Bunch MS.
MS, perfect. Thanks, Victoria. How would I do it without you guys?
Miss Jean asks, what are the lemons for?
The lemons are going in this arrangement just because they're fun. Okay, so what I'm doing with life, we're just going to give us some whimsy with this arrangement because it does look a little too perfect. Have a little bit of movement and a little bit of whimsy, and that's exactly what our ranunculus are going to do.
Joan Arthur says, isn't the stamp pretty that I sent a pic of?
Oh, Joan, it's gorgeous actually. Victoria and I both said, oh my goodness, and then we got in these beautiful ranunculus, so I was so excited to be able to work with them.
Barbara Crafton sent us 500 stars on.
So much, Barbara. Thank you. So I some movement with those ranunculus. So anytime any flower has foliage that doesn't look pretty, just pop that off. Just remove that foliage. Make me so happy. These might be my favorite flower, and I didn't even know.
On YouTube, I missed these earlier. Christina says hello from Louisiana, and Miss Nessa is watching from Ireland.
Hello, Christina. Welcome. And who's watching from Ireland?
Nessa.
Nessa, thank you. Here, thank you so much.
And Miss Charlene says hello.
Hello, Miss Charlene. Thank y'all for being. Okay, so see the movement that those ranunculus give that arrangement. We're going to come in, and that's just because they're just so fun. So I have some skewers. These are just bamboo skewers. We purchased these at the store, but let me tell you a trick about how to save a little money. When you're buying skewers, especially at the dollar store, go back to the kitchen supplies instead of going into the barbecue supplies where they have for $1. In the kitchen section, they have 100 for $1.
Miss
save
Annie,
a little money and get more.
Miss Annie said, did you wire those roses?
I didn't wire those roses, but I do often wire roses. So anytime you see me, most of the time you're going to see me wire roses. These roses aren't going to last very long. This is actually going to be an arrangement. I'm going to run out to my mama and she's just going to enjoy it for a few days. And so I did not wire the roses. But if I am going to make an arrangement for the flower shop to go out of our flower shop, I'm definitely going to wire the roses. Here's my lemon. I'm just going to take a bamboo skewer and I'm just pressing it down into that lemon.
Dope Growers says she's a new flower farmer and
awesome.
She absolutely loves the bouquet.
Oh, thank you.
She said she wishes she wishes she had watched the live from the beginning.
Oh, I tell you how to watch this live from the beginning. Check us out over on Facebook or on YouTube, and it has the full video.
Yeah, we save all of our lives.
All of our lives are going to be on both of those platforms. They are all saved, so you can always go back and watch them there. And we'd love to have you follow us over there, please. We'd love to have you.
You have lots of people saying this is a you arrangement.
It's so me, isn't it? It's so me. Okay, I tucked those little lemons right down in there. They're kind of deep, but don't they give that pretty yellow color? So I'm just pressing that skewer right down into that lemon, and they smell so pretty too.
Miss Annie says, are the ranunculus wired?
The ranunculus aren't. Those are just really sturdy ranunculus.
Yes,
it's so funny how different varieties are so different, but this variety is very sturdy. Now these have been in the cooler, so they're a little tighter and they should open up a little bit, but the variety is most ranunculus don't look so curly edges. Most ranunculus just have those pretty little ruffles.
Did you have something, Victoria? sorry.
Don Miller said your dad made you beautiful flower boxes.
Thank you, John. Thank you. They are wonderful boxes. I have so enjoyed them at home.
We have a few. Oh, actually, a bunch. We have White, Miss Sydney, K&J Events Decor, and 3 Moons all followed us.
Gosh, thanks so much, guys. Thank y'all for being here.
And Dope Grower said she's absolutely going to check us out on those.
Yes,
other
please do,
platforms.
and we'd love to follow you also. We'd love to see all your pretty flowers. Okay, so I tucked my lemons in. They're just kind of tucked in deep. I don't know how easy y'all can see those lemons, but they're just kind of tucked in deep, and they smell so pretty. And then next I am going to come in, I have a little bit of Scabiosa flower. Now the thing about Scabiosa flower is they come in several pretty colors. Now not a huge variety of colors. They come in a purple, a pink, and a white. But they also come in a pod, like a pretty pod, which is very interesting and neat. The Scabiosa flower is actually the flower that we named our kitty cat for. So if you've ever heard me talk about Osa, his name is Scabiosa and we call him Osa, but he was named for this really pretty flower.
Priscilla followed us. Thank you.
Thanks so much for the follows, guys. So glad y'all are here.
Kathy Dickerson says, hi guys, if you scrape or use a zester on the lemons, they will really become very fragrant.
Oh yes, we should have done that. They smell so pretty.
Miss Jane says, such a pretty sunny arrangement. Thank you for sharing your talents with us all.
Of course, thank you for being here.
And Rhea Norman says, or asks, where is Mr. Osa?
He may be outside. He's outside all day long. Because we were off yesterday, he has been under our feet, and he's been a little feisty.
Miss Mary Lou wants to know how your mama is doing.
Mama's doing good. I talked to her this morning. She did have a checkup today, and I have not talked to her about her checkup. But she's doing well. Now, the one thing about the Scabiosa is it does come with this little funny straw on it. I go ahead and remove those straws, but you don't have to. If you need them to stand up straight and look right, you can leave those straws in place if you want to.
Miss Priscilla says, absolutely stunning. She loves your work.
Oh, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you so much.
And Miss Margaret Lynch is here saying good evening. Good evening, Miss Margaret.
Hello, Miss Margaret. Hello, hello. All right. Have I got too much length on one side and not the other? Okay, I have one more flower I want to tuck in, and I just think it'll be pretty with that it's a different texture. So this is a smaller rose, and so I'm going to tuck just a couple of these stems in.
Miss Melissa says it is just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Mary, and thank you, Miss Joan, for following us. We really appreciate it.
Oh gosh, it is so pretty.
And if y'all are interested in seeing more, we're going to have a YouTube video up right after this live, so it should be up on YouTube.
And we got some more fun flowers. Oh, and there's some kind of funny, I don't know what that. We got in pink mink protea. So our YouTube video that's fixing to go up, we're going to use pink mink protea. So that's so exciting.
Miss Liz says that she followed us, and she says that she absolutely loves it. You look like you'd be the sweetest grandma.
Oh, bless it. Bless it. I'm not a grandma yet. Not quite yet. I gotta get them married.
But at least you know you'd be a sweet one.
There we go. I'm gonna try hard to be a sweet grandma. All right, guys, there we go. There is our finished arrangement. So I don't know who said it, but when they said this looks so much like me, y'all, this is so me. This is what I would be so thrilled if this was my wedding. When I got married, so tomorrow is my 25th wedding anniversary, and when I got married, my dresses, the girls wore yellow dresses. Had all all colors. We had summer colors like pinks and yellows and oranges and all the colors, but they wore yellow dresses, so this is very much me.
A couple, well, they're asking for the YouTube channel name.
YouTube is also Flowers by the Bunch, isn't it, Owen?
Flowers by the Bunch. Link is in the bio of the TikTok, I believe, of our TikTok.
Okay. Yes, it's all of our platforms are going to be Flowers by the Bunch, except Instagram, and it's going to be Flowers by the Bunch MS.
Miss Melissa says happy anniversary.
Why, thank you. Thank you
They're
so
saying
much.
happy anniversary over here too.
Thank you, thank you. So the flowers we used in this, and really our flowers that were the inspiration, were these beautiful ranunculus. And it's kind of yellow and green. It's so, so pretty, and it reminded me of lemons and limes. And so that's why the lemons came into play. We used yellow roses, standard roses, and yellow spray roses, which are tucked here. I used white alstroemeria lilies, and the reason I chose to use white there is because I wanted to play off the container. White scabiosa flowers, some lime green or apple green mini hydrangeas. My mind wouldn't catch for a second. Solidago, aster, and what else? Some pittosporum, variegated pittosporum. But yeah, Gerbera daisies. Those bright yellow Gerbera daisies are tucked in. But there is our finished arrangement.
Yep. You're getting lots of congrats and happy anniversaries.
Thank you guys. Thank y'all so much.
They're saying it's pretty.
Oh, thank you. Anybody else, Owen?
You're good to go.
Guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for the hearts and for the thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, again, please give us a heart or a thumbs up. If you would do me a great big favor over here on Facebook, if you would sprinkle this video for me so other people could see it, I would so appreciate that. We will be back first thing in the morning here on Facebook to do our devotion, and then we will do another video just similar to this, making flower arrangements. So if you have not checked us out on Facebook, we go live just like this every single day on Facebook. Guys, y'all have a wonderful day. Be sure to check out our brand new video over on YouTube that Owen will have posted soon. We'll see you real soon. Thanks, guys.